home of Big Agnes and Honey Stinger, located here in SteamBoat Springs, Colorado. It's a beautiful day towards the end of July. All right, come on in.
Heck yeah. Big Agnes, Eleanox, and of course, Honey Stinger. Some of the best snacks I've ever had, for sure. Not biased, just saying. Totally not biased. I wasn't paid to say that. Honey Stinger's awesome.
All right, so this is our customer service office, and I'm kind of talking quietly because most of the team is on the phone. So if you call in the Big Agnes, if you got a question about one of our products, you may get Lucas on the phone. So this is the team that you're going to be talking to. Lucas, welcome. Welcome. Introduce you to everyone on YouTube.
Yeah.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
But what are some of the questions that you get?
You know, a lot of the questions that come in are about repairs, and they're some of my favorite questions to answer just because people call in and they say, hey, you know, I was out in some nasty weather and, you know, had some damage to my tent. It's awesome that we have a repair team here that can fix up everything, and usually, you know, when we talk to people, they're bummed that their tent's broken, but we're so excited that we can fix it and we can turn them around pretty quick. So people get really, really excited to find out that we can accommodate those kind of repairs.
Right, excellent. And then you get a lot of phone calls from thru hikers kind of getting ready for the season, or family campers that are asking questions about products before they get purchased.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we definitely get our fair share of everything. We definitely get a lot of thru hikers. Thru hikers are, you know, that's another thing. We have a huge opportunity to keep them going on the trail, and we have a lot of solutions for all kinds of problems. So that presents kind of a fun variable for us to work with. And then people asking general gear questions. They'll say, you know, they're crunching numbers, looking at things, you know, kind of deciding which tent or sleeping bag, you know, they might be looking for, and we can answer those questions. And then, yeah, people that, you know, repairs and, you know, anything that goes on with any of the gear, we generally hear about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Awesome.
Well, if you need anything, call. Ask for Lucas. He may be around.
Yeah.
All the ladies out there, Lucas is spoken for. He was married earlier this summer, so.
That's right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, thanks, Lucas.
Yeah, of course. Have a good day.
All right.
Customer service is awesome. You guys are on the phone, making sure everybody's taken care of.
Hey, I'm Lenzani from Big Agnes, co-owner and oversee marketing. Psyched to have all you guys come by and take a tour of the office, and thanks for supporting Big Agnes. Hopefully you're all getting out camping and backpacking a lot.
This is not in right now, but this is Bill Gamber, our president and co-founder, one of his awesome dogs as well.
Hey, puppy.
Always lots of Stinger snacks around the office.
Yeah, as there should be.
All right. We'll head upstairs.
What steps?
We have strategically placed all of our awards on the stairwell. That is part of the tour when people come. So lots of great things. This being one of our more recent awards at the outdoor show in Germany. Our Tiger Wall 2 won a Gear the Show award there. And then just coming from Outdoor Retailer in Denver, Colorado, our new, or soon to come out in 2019, the Fly Creek Dyneema Carbon Tent won a number of awards from the show, as well as our upcoming bikepacking tents based off of the Copper Spur model. And then we got some really good mentions for our upcoming ultralight sleeping bag, the Pluton, and then our insulated axle pad that's out now.
Sweet. Lots of awards.
So one of the cool things about being a tent company is we pitch tents just about anywhere in the office. So not sure why, but for some reason someone has put a Copper Spur out here, maybe drying it out from a trip they were on last night. But here, Copper Spur, view off the deck isn't too bad today. Kind of on the right-hand side here is Emerald Mountain. A lot of incredible mountain biking trails over there. And then you can't see them from here because of this building, but the Olympic ski jumps, I shouldn't say Olympic, but the Nordic ski jumps are down there as well. For summertime, a lot of times we'll just ride bikes down, grab some single track during lunch, and then head back. In the evening, a lot of times we'll head out that way with a group of employees, and there just happens to be a couple brew pubs down there at the base. Grab a beer and a pizza, and then we all kind of disperse home across town.
Nice. Perfect location.
Yeah, it is so nice being located right here, right at the base of SteamBoat Ski Mountain, Emerald right here. There's actually a yoga studio across the way that a lot of employees will go to during lunch. So very fortunate to have the office right here. The Continental Divide Trail is just a couple miles up the way. We can actually ride bikes from the top of Rabbit Ears Pass on the divide to the top of the ski mountain, and then from there you can keep going and drop down by Fish Creek Falls. You come down by Buff Pass if you want, or you can ride down the ski mountain and right into town. More dogs in here. So this is Stinger Sales in here. These are the guys who make it happen. They get the honey out the door and into the hands of athletes, professionals, those aspiring to be pros, college athletes.
Nice. Yeah. Like the dog-friendly office.
Yeah, lots of dogs.
It's awesome.
We got a big girl back here. It's Bella.
Hey, little one. Want some pets?
Yeah, you want some pets, huh? Yeah, we'll give you some pets. Oh, you're fluffy.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
See you guys later.
So we have a great partner of ours, Sharing Sherpa, has been on Everest. I believe he just summited his 15th or 16th time.
What?
This banner has been on Everest a number of times, and he was actually, this last tip, he was product testing a brand new Battle Mountain tent that we have coming out in 2019. He asked that we make some updates to the fly on the Battle Mountain, and we actually changed the color to a yellow, which is the color of the eyes of the goddess that oversees Everest.
Chomalungma.
Yeah, there you go. Very good.
I know her.
All right. Have you been there?
I have not. No,
Okay.
I have not. But I know the story. I know the mountain goddess.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So Sharing was just up there testing the Battle Mountain. Got some really good positive feedback from him. We'll continue to tweak that a little bit, and then, as I mentioned, it'll be out in 2019.
Heck yeah. Here we go. It is on top of Everest.
One of the trips.
How awesome.
It's kind of ops guys, but they're out. This is my team. My team worked really hard at Outdoor Retailer. We had an incredible show. The marketing team's responsible for set up all the conversations and meetings during the show, and then tear down. So it's empty in here today because the staff is either still working at the show, or they're at home, or maybe out on the trail recovering from some long days. So,
For sure.
Yep, a little quiet around here today. So we're launching a new chair line, furniture line in 19. We have been distributing Helinox. That relationship's going to come to an end November 1st. And then we have the new furniture line coming out. So this happens to be a stuffed sack, and there's a chair in there as well.
Yeah, I have to do some illustrations for that, for what we're printing on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of showing how it all works. And, yeah.
Great. So this is Mac, one of our
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You?
Good.
one of our world-class designers that works on Big Agnes and Honey Stinger Creative. This team, Jessica was just at the Outdoor Retailer show. She kind of keeps the whole team rolling. And then Todd, so I just saw Todd yesterday on top of Gray's Peak. So what's Gray's Peak? 14,270 feet in change. It's the highest point of the Continental Divide Trail. Why were we up there, you may be saying? So, Big Agnes, Honey Stinger, and then a retail store that we also own here in SteamBoat, BAP. We're taking on the entire Colorado section of the CDT this summer. So 740 miles, 145,000 feet in elevation gain. We're going to hike it from the New Mexico border all the way north to Wyoming. Pretty important to us because the CDT is a place where a lot of our employees play. It's just a couple miles up the road from the office. You can get there by bike really easily. A lot of people fly fish off the trail, hike, backpack, family camp up there. Mac was on section 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So section 3, and where did that go?
It was a Hunchback Pass to Spring Creek Pass, like near Lake City is where we finished. We started near Silverton, and we did 4 days, 48 miles, like 50 miles because we had to hike into the CDT. But yeah, some of the coolest mountains I've ever seen, and just a really fun trip. Yeah.
4 days, 50 miles. Mac is an experienced runner, so he's used to being out, putting a lot of pressure on his hips and feet and legs. But
I still got beat up pretty good. Yeah, I think I lost like 10 pounds, and just being at that elevation for that long kind of whooped me a little bit. And
Yeah.
it's hard going from this to that, like, just off the cuff, but it worked. It was great, and I'm inspired to do more and get a few more trips in. I'm actually planning on doing some 14ers tomorrow.
oh, right on.
So yeah, I'm gonna go do Missouri, Belfort, Oxford, hopefully, and then I'll have the Swatch range totally done. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be fun.
So we and you're gonna camp.
Yeah, I'll camp like right above tree line so I can make the day quicker. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's great. And one of the amazing benefits that we have at Big Agnes is we have a room stocked with gear. Some of it's
I can only imagine.
We'll show you the gear room.
Cool. Okay.
Some of the gear is current gear, past seasons gear, and then we do get upcoming seasons gear. And our Devo team, as well as Bill Gamber, our president, they firmly believe in getting new gear that has not been produced yet out at retail, into the hands of our employees, and lets them take it out on trail and push it. And then they're open to the feedback
Nice.
that they come back. So
Yeah.
Mac will take something out this weekend. May has some feedback from the Devo team. It's totally common, it's not uncommon, for an employee to bring back a comment, and then for the Devo team to make a change to the specs of that, send it to our manufacturing partner, and then that just happens in production. So it's really part of our secret sauce. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about it. Is that we're so close to trails and so close to the backcountry. Our employees are passionate about getting out there that we're constantly testing, constantly evolving our products.
Part of the reason why you make such good gear is because you're beta testing it before you really release it.
We are.
And you're not just like testing it in your backyard. Like you're beating it up.
We are.
Which is
Devin
awesome.
had like that new Scout with the Dyneema, and he was already like just on the trail. He's saying like had little things that he would do differently, and so yeah, and everything that I'm using, like I'm always thinking like, oh, I can do it like this, or always having like input. That's fun. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Part of our CDT mission, that 740 miles we're working to accomplish, has some bike packing sections, and the secret's out because we were at OR last week.
Yeah.
But we have bike packing specific tents coming out. They come with the short stick pole set, so it's a 12-inch pole set, and then the tent and the pole set comes in a stuff sack that's made to hang off the front of your bike. So on one of those bike packing sections, we were out testing that. We actually had it on display at the OR show. Totally filthy, been used, out there testing it, and then our marketing employee, Rob Peterson, he came back, gave some feedback to our Devo team, and they actually made some tweaks to that, and that'll be part of final production.
Nice.
Anything else you want to say, Mac?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and what happens at 1 o'clock on Fridays at Big Agnes?
Well, it's not like a 30, so it's like beer 30. Is that what we're talking about?
No, the office closes at 1.
Yeah. No, yeah, we get out of here at 1, so
Nice.
yeah, that's it. It truly is a happy Friday, and I'm gonna go get all my gear together, and yeah.
Hit it.
get ready for the weekend. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We've kind of resorted to, it's not uncommon to have an outdoor brand enjoys a couple beverages at the end of the day. Typically that's on Friday around 4:30, but we've actually had to move those up a day to Thursday.
Yeah.
So Thursdays maybe around 4:30. If it's been a hard week, maybe 3. A couple of beers may open up because come Friday at 1 o'clock, everyone peels out of here and they're on bikes, or in Mac's case, they're gathering gear, getting on the road to go hike some 14ers, and then probably enjoy a beverage once you get there.
Or maybe
Friday.
after. You gotta make it first, but it definitely makes the week go by faster and makes you more motivated to get through Monday through Thursday and get all your stuff done, and then get out and enjoy where we live on Fridays. So yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
awesome.
Mac,
There you go,
thanks a lot.
guys. Yeah. Have a good
Be
tour.
safe out there.
What's that?
Be safe out there.
Yeah, we'll do.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
Enjoy
good to
it.
see you
Watch
guys.
out for those thunderstorms.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Totally.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so the bonus of Daniel's trip is Honey Stinger crew. And just like Big Agnes was at Outdoor Retailer Show, the Honey Stinger crew was there as well. So super busy for them. Kirsten is here holding down the fort. Kirsten, you put on a lot of events?
Yep,
for
I
Stinger
coordinate
team?
all the events and then any sponsored events that we support.
Excellent,
Yep.
excellent. So if you see Stinger out at an event, you may see Kirsten there or know that she had a role in putting that together. Our marketing lead on the Stinger side, she's not in today because she just had a baby.
No.
Literally yesterday morning.
That's to be expected.
Yep.
Literally yesterday morning.
Yep.
A new
She's
Stinger
busy.
consumer was born yesterday morning.
Sweet.
So excited about that. Bruce, Kirsten's dog.
Yeah.
Bruce was on some of the CDT
Yep.
trail. And Kirsten was on an all women's team that just crushed it out on the trail.
You're nice. You're not barking at me.
He's tired.
Yeah, a rare moment.
Yeah,
Bruce
I
being
know.
tired.
All right.
Thanks, Kirsten.
Yeah.
Do that. Let's see if we can get in the Devo room,
Okay.
and then we can find a good spot to set up that tripod.
Nice.
I'm bummed that.
Nice little kitchen setup here too.
Yeah, let me show you the highlight of our kitchen. It's the flat grill right here.
Heck yeah. Mean grilling machine.
The lean mean grilling machine. So there's definitely some kind of unspoken competitions of how creative can you get on the flat grill. Usually the competitions revolve around breakfast. How many eggs can you get on here? Can you do eggs, hash browns, and meat at the same time? This is where there's a lot of action. Typically Monday, Tuesday, it happens here. And then being an outdoor brand, we want to try to get people outside as much. So there's kind of opening doors on both sides of the kitchen where you can escape from the competition that's happening on the grill. And of course, we never burn anything on the grill. There's no reason. We can open up these doors if we do burn things, but it never goes down that way. Let's see, another really cool thing about here are we have a fueling station. Employees can grab goodies before they head out for a ski, a run, a bike, or in Mac's case, before he heads out this weekend to hike that 14er, he'll do it. So let's see. We're running a little low. It's been busy, but yeah, we've got some gels, some bars, some waffles. It's been a busy couple weeks here at the office with our CDT hike, number of employees up on 14ers. We have one employee out at a bike race this weekend. So it's we'll restock that next Monday.
For sure.
We have, and maybe you saw it at the booth, this giant map of the CDT where we're hiking.
Did.
I'm bummed that I don't have it here for you to see or for you to get footage of.
Probably going to be going into the Devo Room. This is where all the magic happens, and talking about putting stuff together. Looking forward to this.
Okay, so behind this door is our Devo team, and this is where it all comes together. Bill Gamber, our president, co-founder, he's typically in here working with our Devo team on what are we doing, how are we evolving our current bags, pads, and tents, and what are we going to bring out next season and the season after that. Not a lot of people get to see this room. usually there's this big top secret sign that kind of hangs there. But we'll bend the rules today and let everyone get a kind of a sneak peek as to what happens. So here we are. This is actually one of our manufacturing partners that builds tents for us. So he's sitting down on the floor with two of our developers, Will and Casey. And I'm not quite sure which product they're talking about. It looks like possibly our new Dyneema fabric. We've got a whole series of tents, bivy, tarp, coming out in 2019. It's called our Carbon series. So Dyneema fabrics, carbon poles. I think they're kind of working through that. In the background is Melissa and Paige. Looks like they're talking about sleeping bags back there. 38.65 is what I measured that fit. A lot of times a full tent pitch, so in this room, taking measurements, looking at how the tent is coming together, and working through final specs of the product. Again, kind of slow in here because OR is this week and some people are out. We've got a meeting going upstairs with some other manufacturing partners. But this is where it happens. Awesome. We could go downstairs in the garage and I can show you the gear room.
Cool.
Okay. All right, we come down here. So we have a parking garage down here. Company cars, and you're welcome to film down here. It's not the prettiest garage, but company cars, and we store a lot of bikes down here. It's kind of the company car, personal bike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so this is company garage, employee bike storage, so you can grab a bike really quick during your lunch break or early in the morning. Lenzani, one of the co-owners, he likes to get on the moto, so let's park some of his gear here. Yeah, any office is not complete without a ping pong table. Been a little busy lately with the OR show and some other events, and that's why we've got some stuff covered up on it, but there have been some internal ping pong competitions lately to get that going. And we'll show you the gear room.
Gear room. I know what this setup is.
Yeah, so
I've seen that before.
The product videos that you see on our website are all shot in this room, and then here is the gear wall.
It's much bigger than my gear wall.
And there's actually a couple other gear closets across the office where there's tents, bags, and pads to take out. But yeah, on a weekend or whenever employee wants to get out after it, sign out some equipment, grab it, go for it. Everything down to luggage that you can take on car camping trips, our roller bags if you happen to be traveling via air somewhere. But this is it. Good stuff. I mean, here's a brand new big house with vestibule that probably hasn't been used yet. It's ready to go out.
Awesome.
This kind of reminds me I have to find a tent for my weekend trip with my family. We're probably gonna grab the Titan 4 and head up to Hans Peak. Yep.
Gotta have this, yeah.
Gotta have the tool room. So our employee Paul, this is his domain. He's responsible for upkeeping company vehicles as well as a handful of other things. This is kind of his domain. Paul also happens to be a pretty good guitar player, plays in a couple bands here in town. He'll bring his guitar sometimes to office campouts and other activities and get a little going. Always nice little vacuum action here. It's, yeah, you know, you can grab, sometimes I'll grab my own car, bring it in here, particularly like in February when it's just disgusting outside.
Sure.
Vacuum it up, hose it down, and yeah, away we go.
Nice.
Garrett Mariano, Marketing Director for Big Agnes. Welcome to SteamBoat Springs, Colorado, home of Big Agnes and Honey Stinger offices. We've been here in Steamboat almost 20 years now, designing tents, sleeping bags, and pads on the Big Agnes side. I'm super excited to have Daniel here and all of his YouTube followers. Hello.
So Garrett, what are some of the initiatives that Big Agnes is most proud of that have been you guys have been working with for quite a while?
Yeah, I think probably the biggest one that happens to just be always on the list of things that we're after is developing gear that helps people get to where they're going. And that's really been the drive of Bill Gamber and our Devo team this whole time for almost 20 years, is pushing the envelope of innovation, always finding something that's lighter and more comfortable, and designing it in a way that's easy to use. I mean, now everyone's carrying around these phones. You download an app, and that app is so intuitive that you know how to use it. There's not a manual that comes with it, and we really approach our gear the same way. A tent should be easy to pitch.
Right.
A sleeping bag and pad system should be easy to use. And if it is easy, our next job is to deliver comfort. We're the mother of comfort. So easy to use, comfortable, and we want it to get you to where you're going. And if that's a through hike of the CDT, if it's a quick session up to a favorite fishing hole on a Tuesday night, or if it's a family camping trip,
sure.
We wanted to deliver all those things to our end users.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, just speaking from experience, every Big Agnes tent I've ever reviewed, I just got it out of the packaging, and I just knew how to set it up. There was no like,
good.
There was
Good.
no like, I don't really know where this. Yeah, this not. Oh, it's color coded. Oh, that's easy. You know, it's just like you said about the app. All your gear is very intuitive and it's super easy to use.
Great. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. So Garrett, what was your inspiration for getting into the outdoor industry, and like what keeps you a part of this amazing community?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and it's almost a dream come true.
Sure.
I grew up in Colorado, was passionate about backpacking, skiing, fishing, spending time outside. Was able to go to college in New York, spent some time working and living in New York City area, and the dream was very much alive of coming back to Colorado and living in the mountains. And I did it. I was able to come out, move to SteamBoat Springs almost 18 years ago, and I've been working in the outdoor industry since moving out here. I mean, I think the inspiration comes from growing up in Colorado and being in the foot, the shadow of Pikes Peak was yeah, and up here in Steamboat as a kid, I used to come up here. It's beautiful, and to work in an industry that allows people to get outside and to enjoy the things that they love to do, it's fantastic. And something I actually got this out of a conference I went to is when you're working in the outdoor industry, you're essentially a merchant of joy.
Merchant of joy, for sure.
And that's what we do is we design products that get people outside, and when they're using our products, they're smiling.
Yeah.
They're enjoying time by themselves, with their friends, with their family. It's about delivering that joy to them, and that's inspiring to me, to be able to help get products into people's hands so they can get to where they're going and know that they've got a smile on their faces as they're using it.
Heck yeah. Plus you got inspiration all around.
Oh, yeah.
It's everywhere.
It is. And
it's so beautiful.
Yeah, and it's, I think company-wide, we get inspiration from our surroundings, being here in Steamboat, and then being surrounded by incredible trails. The Mount Zirkle Wilderness is just over those hills over there. The Continental Divide is kind of in the other direction that does eventually weave through the zircles. So we're out on trail on a regular basis, either on our own time or as a company campouts, and we're out there being inspired by our surroundings, being inspired by where we want to get, and gaining inspiration by our consumers that we bump into on trail, and they're saying, hey, love your product, but wish it would do this.
Sure.
Or, hey, I haven't tested a Big Agnes tent yet. Tell me a little bit about it.
Right.
And then we're able to talk with people firsthand as they're out enjoying the outdoors.
That's so cool. That's part of it as well. You know, like especially for me too. As I said, you know, I've seen more of your gear out on the backcountry than
it's great.
Any other company, essentially, especially tents.
Right.
You know, in GMT last year, there was more Big Agnes tents than anything else. Even people that were using, you know, other just regular old-fashioned dome tents. I saw some older. I saw a Big Agnes Scout.
Oh yeah, yep.
Little A-frame, you know, and I was like, I haven't seen one of those forever, you know, but they're still out there and they're still using it.
They are, and wait for 2019 because we have a Scout coming out made out of Dyneema.
Nice.
And this morning, actually, one of our developers came in and can't share the exact weight on it, but it is well below a pound. Ooh. For that Dyneema Scout. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Dyneema is super awesome. It's ridiculously lightweight.
It is.
Very durable for what it is. You can't rip it. You know?
Yep. It's an incredible material that we're fortunate to be able to work with. Just had a meeting with the Dyneema team this week at Outdoor Retailer. They're really excited to be working with us, and equally excited as to how we've taken their material and put it into freestanding tents.
Yeah, absolutely. So another initiative you guys are working on is that you guys are doing the Continental Divide Trail.
Yeah, we are, exactly. So Bill Gamber, our president, said, hey, I want to get everyone out on the trail this summer, and we're going to hike the Continental Divide Trail from the New Mexico-Colorado border all the way north to the Wyoming border. And at first, being on the marketing team, I was ecstatic. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it kind of set in on, like, you want us to do what?
Right. How long are we going to be gone?
740 miles,
right.
145,000 feet of climbing. It's an undertaking and a logistical Rubik's Cube of organizing all of our employees from Big Agnes, Honey Stinger, and our retail shop downtown SteamBoat BAP, organizing them and getting them out on trail.
Yeah.
And just how are we getting hikers back and forth from the trailheads? What products are they going to be taking? How do we work around the forest fires that are happening this summer in Colorado? So we are more than halfway through our hike right now. I was actually up on Grays and Torreys yesterday with a couple of our hikers that were just absolutely pumped. They had done almost 50 miles up well above tree line for most of that time. And they summited on Grays. Myself and two co-owners, Bill Gamber and Lenzani, were up there as well. Got to give those guys high fives. And then we actually did a quick little ridge traverse over to the top of Torres and bagged another 14er.
Heck yeah.
So it's been fantastic. And a lot of the questions that we get is why are you doing this? You know, Bill, why are you allowing your employees, and on top of that, why are you paying your employees to go out and hike? It's volunteer basis, but as a volunteer, if you're out of the office during the week, Bill and Len will compensate you through paying. You're out of the office that day, but we want to make sure you're still getting paid for the work that you would be doing in the office.
That's awesome.
It's really great. So why Bill was really just like, I want to get our employees out there. I want to make sure they're out enjoying the summer.
Yeah.
Another part of it was let's push our gear.
Right.
Let's get current gear out on trail, and let's get 19 gear out there, and let's do some testing. And that's been the push. And employees are totally pumped. Some of the side benefits of this has been interacting with current and future consumers on the trail. And just yesterday, being on the summit, talking to a bunch of people, hey, beautiful day, what are you doing up here? Oh, we're with Big Agnes and Honey Stinger.
Right.
Definitely handing out Honey Stinger products along the way, talking about BA products. We had one group that actually summited Elbert, and then they hiked on through past Leadville. They set up their tents one evening, and they started talking to someone walking through the trail about what they were doing. And this gentleman said, hey, do you mind if I actually get in your tents and take a look at them? There was a couple 2019 tents that they were product testing.
Cool.
Welcomed him in. He actually got in there, laid down, checked him out, and he was pumped. And for us to be able to get out on trail and interact with our consumers has been absolutely fantastic. So yesterday we bumped into a gentleman who was solo hiking the CDT. He had started down in the middle of New Mexico somewhere. He had a friend and he started hiking. And this guy's pack was so small. He had very little food with him, was pretty much tarp camping the whole way. Did have a BA bag. He mentioned that his older kids both have BA tents that they sleep in. We hooked him up with some Stinger food along the way, and was able to hook him up with a border to backyard. That's how we've coined our hike, border to backyard.
Nice.
We hooked him up with one of those hats, and he was pumped.
Heck yeah.
And really, really great to be out there. So it's been a fun initiative. I say border to backyard because the hike essentially ends in our backyard, which is just north of us. Big Agnes and Stinger adopted 75 miles of the CDT, pretty much from the top of Rabbit Ears Pass, which is just a couple miles outside of town, all the way to Wyoming. So we will wrap up on the section of trail that we've adopted. We'll wrap up in our backyard, and as BA typically does, we'll throw a big party up there sometime after Labor Day and celebrate that collectively as a group we've hiked 740 miles and completed our mission.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's totally cool.
Heck yeah, it's cool. That's awesome. And yeah, they do party. I've been to Big Agnes parties at OR. They throw it down. They don't mess around.
Have a good time. That's right. Yeah,
for sure.
We work hard and play hard.
As you should. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, Garrett, I think that's pretty much all I have for you, man.
Great, Daniel.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Thanks for bringing your YouTube followers along the way.
Sure.
If you're ever in SteamBoat, stop by and say hi.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's a wrap. This is Garrett, Big Agnes, and yeah, SteamBoat Springs, Colorado.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome.
Have a great summer.
See you guys. All right, so I'm walking in downtown SteamBoat. It's this store. It's called BAP, B-A-P, and it is the home of the original Big Agnes. And it's right here in downtown SteamBoat, but this is the original. So I'm gonna come over here, across the street real quick, and I'm gonna go inside and shoot some video. And hopefully they're cool with it. I don't see why they wouldn't be though. But here it is. So we're inside BAP. This is that's where it all started, right here. Big Agnes. Perfect little outdoor gear store. This is way cool. Nice to see where it all began. Alright, so we're taking the tour of BAP.
So we go up through the kitchen. Onto our little Space Odyssey floors.
Space Odyssey floor. Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah, we're not kidding.
Yeah, it is. It's very intergalactic.
And this was, and still kind of is, Bill's office. Bill is one of the owners. And he's got all his toys in here.
Looks like it, yeah.
And then we used to have the accounting used to be in there. Then our comptroller used to be in there. Then Rich, who's one of the part owners, used to be in here. And then we had about 4 different people for 4 different things in here. And then that one's an office now.
All right.
So that's it.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah,
That's where it all started.
We used to have, about 10-something people, but we had about 8 dogs as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then this is basically the little red house, and then Bill put this massive extension on both 2 floors. And this is the sewing room in the back. Do a lot of sewing for BAP clothing, which is this line here. We don't do any of the Big Agnes stuff here.
That's incredible.
What are you doing? You hiding? Yeah.
Totally hide. It's too late. We already got you. Can't hide.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
that's kind of it.
What a great little store. Darn tub, smart wheels, Smith sunglasses, bunch of honey stingers, hydration tabs.